What could get more expensive if Trump launches a new trade war with Mexico and Canada? During President-elect Donald Trump's first term, America launched an all-out trade war with China to boost U.S. manufacturing, secure U.S. national security interests, and resolve what Trump believed was an extremely out-of-balance trade relationship. President Joe Biden kept most of those tariffs in place and added a few new ones too. While leaders of the two nations continue to butt heads, U.S. consumers have paid the price, shelling out more money on goods imported from China. Now, Trump is focusing his attention on America's largest and third-largest trading partners, Mexico and Canada, and he's promising something extraordinary. Come January 20th, the day Trump is set to be inaugurated, he pledges he will slap a new 25% across-the-board tariff on all goods the U.S. imports from its closest neighbors, goods that are almost all coming across the border for free because of the Trump-negotiated U.S.-Mexico-Canada Agreement, or USMCA. Brace yourself for a potential trade war that could seriously lighten your wallet. Here are some of the top consumer goods Americans buy from their neighbors to the north and south that could get more expensive if Trump follows through with his tariff plan. Crude oil, which is refined to produce gasoline and heating oil, is one of the top imports to the U.S. from Canada. In July, it reached a record of 4.3 million barrels per day, following the expansion of Canada's Trans Mountain Pipeline, according to data from the U.S. Energy Information Administration. The expansion has helped deliver more oil to be refined to much of the West Coast in addition to the Midwest, where it previously served most prominently. The 25% tariff Trump floated Monday would have huge impacts on gas prices, amounting to an increase of between 25 cents to 75 cents per gallon, DeHaan said. That would most directly impact Americans located around the Great Lakes, Midwest, and Rockies. Trump has proposed ramping up American oil permit grants, but it would take time for that supply to come online to replace oil from Canada. And it's unclear that U.S. energy companies would want to produce significantly more oil. Global demand is slowing, and profit from ramped-up drilling would be harder to come by. As climate change has made growing conditions in parts of the United States less favorable, the U.S. has grown increasingly reliant on Mexico for produce. In 2022, the U.S. imported $44.1 billion worth of agricultural products from Mexico, amounting to a fifth of all U.S. agricultural products, according to Commerce Department data. For example, 90% of the avocados Americans consumed in 2022 were imported. Of the avocados imported into the U.S., 89% came from Mexico. Said differently, your guac and your avocado toast could skyrocket if 25% tariffs are levied on Mexico. The United States imported $44.76 billion worth of vehicles from Mexico in 2023, making it the #1 import, according to Commerce Department data. As more car manufacturers sought to get around tariffs imposed on Chinese goods, many moved their production to Mexico, making it a global hub for car factories, including General Motors, Ford, Stellantis, and nearly a dozen more. Virtually every American auto manufacturer depends on parts from Mexico to build its cars or trucks, because those parts can be substantially cheaper than those made in the U.S., but a 25% tariff would likely be a game changer there. CNN.